A presentation on music psychology. Music psychology goes back to ancient times when great philosophers, that is, lovers of wisdom, people like Pythagoras, father of mathematics, used mathematical relativity to explain musical tunes. He thought numbers were a guide to interpret the universe, that mathematics could explain all things, even music. He was stated that one day he was walking past a smith shop, listening to the sound of the blacksmith's hammer on the anvil. He turned his attention to the perceptive sound that was produced and noted some strikes sounded much higher than others, and was certain there was a mathematical explanation for the different pitches he heard. He entered the workshop and observed they were using different sized hammers of various ratios to each other. He declared this relationship as absolute intervals of music. The Greek physician Herophilus, who lived within the range of in the 335 to 280 BC, and the father of anatomy, known as father of anatomy, and one of the earliest anatomies, a teacher and an author, tried the use of music in connecting human pulse. And he was the one that developed the measurement of pulses, or how to measure pulse. In the 18th century, scientists like back to Pythagoras' work on music. There exists a lot of study guides on music psychology for exploration. The anatomy of the ear, as one of the guides to studying music, studies how we hear music or sound. It goes around about to studying the intricacies of the way the ear receives, transmits, and sounds to the brain that interprets eventually what it is. Music and memory. Music and memory is a guide to studying the effect of music on the minds and this elicitation of emotions and consequent behavioral changes that occur as a result. Studies of studies songs that refreshes our past events or memories. Music and language, how music could meet our needs without the use of words or actual abilities. Personality and musical taste. This aspect of this approach deals with decoding personal or person's intelligence via the music he listens to. Music in learning and cognition or cognitive development. It studies about the workings of music in the brain and how it develops learning abilities and understanding. Acoustics, as part of music, has to do with musical sounds and musical waves, the way the ear perceives music, the hearing apparatus. It also refers to mechanical instruments of music. Examples: pianos, acoustic pianos, acoustic guitars, and other instruments. Music psychology go into three main, or study into three main areas. Number one is mind, number two is emotion, and number three is behavior. Music impacts, the impacts of music in the life of the listener. It impacts the mind by influencing emotions, enhancing cognition, and promotes well-being. It has been stated from researches that as one perceives music, some parts of the brain are being lights up. In short, music has to go about affecting every part of the brain. There's no particular aspect of the brain that is purely reserved for music. It eliminates any part of music based on the perception. Music can activate specific memories. Listening to music, especially upbeat or uplifting songs, can elevate mood and release dopamine. When it comes to specific memories, this has to do with memories in the past, memories that have been associated with a particular music. Whenever that music is played, it reverses those sweet or sad memories of the past. Emotions. Conditioned response to a particular sound. Um, some sound are linked, or some music are linked to negativity or positivity, depending on the situation. Some music are dedicated to funerals, some music are dedicated to birthdays, so that when you hear some songs, some music like some music of funerals, one goes into gloom. When one hears of birthday, one goes into positive excitement. The limbic system, which is involved in processing emotions and controlling memories, lit up when our ears perceive music. Unpleasant or loud sounds can trigger stress, irritability, and even anxiety. In urban domain, chronic exposure to music pollution affects mental health by elevating cortisol levels, the body's primary stress hormones, leading to increased stress and fatigue. And this, in this regard, that is why it is advised to limit noise pollution. Behavior. Music affects human behavior by influencing emotions, mood, and physical responses. Music has a lot of ways to affect negativity or positivity in the in the life, or in the person that listens to them. A negative music could induce negative music could induce negativity, violence. A positive music could stimulate positive actions, motivation to work. Music has been used in the past to instigate war. Music has been used in the past and is still in use to hypnotize patients so that they will not be aware of what is being done on the body while medical operations or procedures goes on the bodies. There are many to this. Specificity. Specific effects depends on personality, experiences, taste, and kind of music he listens to. Music can affect decision making. It could be positive, it could be negative in various standpoints. There have been several research and still ongoing research on how music could be used to reverse diseases because of music interaction with the brain. The music was discovered to be capable of improving the quality of life. A story about Einstein. A story had been told about part of his success was due to the fact that he loved music. He plays music. He plays the piano and the violin. In short, Einstein went forth to say that music is his life, and his life is music. And his breakthroughs have been linked and associated with his inclination to music. While on investigations or research, when he's bored, he resorts to music. Music was his best ally. Medically, music has been used to carry out various activities and have been discovered positive health activities, and have been discovered that music will be used to reverse stroke and many more on this.